Unless you have someone there.
Matt, you need water at all?
Soccer fans, welcome and thank you for joining us for tonight's girls varsity soccer match here on Senior Nights, featuring the Southeast Polk Rams taking on your Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. When the match begins, the referees in charge are Justin Moore, J.W. Mullins, and Josephine Speaks. The trainer responsible for the safety and well-being of both teams, courtesy of Ankeny Doctors of PT, is Brandon Fury. Rams are led by head coach Addison Schrum, assistant coaches Kenzie Hodge and Anna Sharp. Starting lineup for the Rams. Number 1, Annalise McGregor. Number 8, Brooke Myers. Number 9, Olivia Burkemper. Number 10, Ella Cochran. Number 11, Haley Wise. Number 15, Avery Gaffney. Number 16, Marielle Leto. Number 17, Eleanor Kemper. Number 20, Mackenzie Stratton. Number 21, Sophie Pearson. And in goal for the Rams, number 3, Tatum Feldenberg. Jags are led by head coach Chris Allen. Assistant coaches Danielle Jackson, Naomi Lopez, Amber Medici, and Noah Schmelzer. And now soccer fans, get loud, it's time! Starting lineup for the Jags. Number 2, Piper Demon. Number 5, McKenna Gray. Number 8, Hadley Bergen. Number 11, Josie Ellinger. Number 12, Emily Becker. Number 13, Kay Pizzetti. Number 15, Madeline Hosma. Number 20, Emily Conger. Number 22, Grace Hoskovich. Number 23, Evie Doyle. And in goal for the Jags, number 99, Ryan Litchfield. At this time, we ask that you please rise if you're able, remove your caps for our national anthem.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Welcome to Centennial Jaguar Girls Soccer here in the midtown of Ankeny at Northview Field. It's a little bit of an early start here tonight, trying to get ahead of the weather. Had some referees come in a little bit late, so we are starting about 8 minutes late tonight. But we're bringing in the number 3 ranked Centennial Jaguars at 11-1-1 on the season. They're going to be taking on the Southeast Polk Rams, coming in at 4-9-1. But they are coming in on a 3-game winning streak, and before that just had some close losses to a lot of really good teams. So I expect to see a very, very good, solid, well-played game here tonight. Trying to get in before the weather starts to cause some problems. It is senior night tonight, and the senior night festivities will be taken care of after this game. So we can make sure that we get this game in before the weather happens here. So we've got the Jaguars are going to be on your right, going from right to left, and they're all blacks. And Southeast Polk will be on your left, going left to right, and they're all whites. And we got 40 minutes up on the scoreboard, and we're ready to go as the Rams put the ball into play.
The Southeast Polk Rams come in with a record of 4-9-1. The Jags, a season record.
Like I said, the Rams come in on a 3-game winning streak. Carlisle 2-0, Bondurant Farrar 1-0, and Darling Catholic 2-0. So they've held the team scoreless here. Has got a little bit of a breakout with Grace Pasakovich. And Centennial takes it back to the back line, sliding it down the sideline. And it goes off of the Rams, and a throw in. Kaylee Pizzetti's got the ball right at the baseline, gets knocked off the ball by number 9 from the Rams. That's Burkemper, and it'll be a goal kick for the Rams. There's a little bit of a wind, quite a bit of a wind actually. It looks like it's coming out of the south, a little bit southeast, coming out of the southwest, going northeast. So the Jaguars will probably have a wind advantage here for the first part of the game. Foul called on the Jaguars. It'll be a free kick for the Rams.
Free kick to the Rams.
They put the ball back into play. Jaguars tried to settle that one down, but gave up the ball in the offensive zone of the Rams to get it back. Started a little bit of a counterattack, sending it into some open space. Got a little bit of a breakaway. She's got her gal beat. Far side, that's Piper Zeman. Trying to get the corner. Goes off of the opponent, and it'll be a corner kick, the first one of those for the Jaguars. The corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush at iowarush.com. That'll be Zeman taking the set piece. She's got an opportunity for a short there, but it's going to send it to the far side. Drops in. Nobody really gets on top of it, but the Jaguars do control it. Trying to get a ball onto goal. Send it to the far side. Going to get all the way back out to Zeman again. And may lead to another corner kick. Nope, we're going to go goal kick for this time. And the Rams will take it at their goalkeeper. It's going to be tough sledding for the goalkeeper for the Rams, putting that ball right into the wind. She's going to want to keep that ball low as she sends that ball out. I wouldn't be surprised if she resorts to some throw-ins here not too soon here. Back line of the Jags defense sends the ball out. There will be a foul called on number 21 at Sophie Pearson, Jr. Gets a little bit of leg of the backline defender for the Jaguars, and that'll be a free kick for them. Jaguars trying to advance it, but the Rams get a turnover. Jag tried to send that one out of bounds. Some of the midfielders and the defenders converge there to get a ball, moving it up the field here for the Jaguars. They got plenty of space down the near side. Connecting to the middle. Everybody staying on sides. Pizzetti. Little penalty there, and it'll be a throw in here for the Rams, out of bounds. Knocked down by number 16, Marielle Leto. Nice connection of passes there for the Jaguars. Pizzetti's in deep, got a defender right on her. Trying to make something happen here. Stops the ball off it'll be off Pizzetti, so it'll be a throw-in for the Rams. Hadley Bergen knocks that ball down, gets it to the midfield. Sends it to the outside. McKenna Gray, Jr. Back to Gray. Ball sent in. Dangerous spot here if the Jags can get on the ball. Sending it back out. It's headed. Pizzetti knocks the ball down. It's headed again. And a single touch off the goalkeeper. And it's going to be a score for number 2, Piper Zeman. Score Jaguars! That's a score at the 6th minute for the Jaguars. They go up 1-0 off of a header off of Piper Zeman. Was in the right place at the right time. Ball bounced around to quite a few different individuals. Had a couple of different people had a shot at it, but Zeman was there to put it away, get it past the goalkeeper. 1-0 lead for the Jaguars. Handball.
Free kick for the Rams.
Free kick for the Rams. Ball sent out the midfield for the Jaguars. They try to control it, but it's going to go out of bounds off of the Rams. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars as they try to move quickly. Sending it into the midfield. Poskovic sends it to the outside. Not going to have enough leg to run that one down. A little bit strong on the entry pass. Be another throw in for the Jaguars, far side of the field. They take it quickly. Zeman sends it back outside. Rams are able to control it, try to send it back up the field, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be another throw in for the Jaguars. We've got a family affair for our show tonight. We have Josie and Andy. Josie's going to be directing tonight. Andy is going to be on one of the cameras, and then Maverick Oliver is on the other camera. So the Pollocks and the Olivers are running things tonight. Nice ball in. Thrown all the way into a really dangerous spot, and we almost had our second goal, but just a little bit of a miss hit. Sends the ball out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Jaguars. Send it short. You guys can probably hear at home that wind is whipping pretty good. I can hear it in the my headphones as well, so I'm sure you guys can hear it at home. So it definitely is a factor, as you can see the Southeast Polk goalkeeper kept that ball low and just threw it out there to keep it short to minimize the impact of the wind. Nice ball out here to Pizzetti. Pizzetti's got some room. Gonna center, gonna actually shoot a shot, but just a little bit too, not enough of an angle there, and sends it out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Rams. Rams taking it up the field. Bergen steps in and takes that ball out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in all the way back into the Jags offensive zone, though. So not a bad out of bounds kick there for her. Rams trying to get some possession here, but are now able to do so. They do get a throw in on the far side. Out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Jaguars. McKinney drops the ball off to a strong throw in there for 23. Evie Boyle sends that all the way down the field, and it's going to go off of the Rams, and it's going to be another goal kick, second goal kick of the match for the Jaguars. Or corner kick, rather. Corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush at iowarush.com. Central Iowa soccer destination, clubs, lessons, leagues, a little bit of everything. Can start young, can start old. They got a little bit of everything. And that'll be Boyle taking the free kick from her right foot, sends the ball in. Streaker coming on the far side. That was number 12, Becker, that almost had a nice touch on that ball, and we had another shot from distance, and that was stopped by the goalkeeper. That was number 15. Postuma taking a nice shot, but number 33, Tatum Stoutenberg, with the good stop there. Freshman goalkeeper for the Rams. She's going to be around here for a long time. She gets the ball again.
Centered ball by Zeman, handled by Stoutenberg at goal.
Nice steal there by Becker. She sends it down. It goes out of bounds off of the Rams. It'll be another throw-in for the Jaguars. Going to be able to use Boyle's throw-ins here. They're a little bit legendary how far she can throw this ball in, so she can almost be a weapon to put it right into the box into somebody's head here. So let's see what she can do with this one. Unbelievable toss. Puts the ball in a dangerous spot, and Zeman was there almost for her second goal of the match. She drills that one, and it hits the goal post. We've got a couple substitutions coming in. Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitutions. That's Gabriel Berger coming into the game. And then number 5, Grace Myers coming into the game for the Rams. Gabriel Berger, a freshman, coming in. Berger gets right in the action with an early touch here, right if she gets it onto the field. Gray steps up, still controlled by the Rams. Hadley Bergen takes it up the field. Send it out to Bizzetti. Bizzetti's looking up. Beat her first defender, gets by the second, but it's not going to be able to be controlled. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be off of the Jaguars. It'll be a Ram throw-in. And we got a foul on the Jaguars. Josie, the Storm's going to be bad tonight? Probably. Jags get the ball off of another touch there, sending it into number 15, Postma. Postma's not going to touch. It's going to be the third corner kick of the match for the Jaguars. And every one of them have been dangerous so far. Severe thunderstorm watch just went into effect. Starting at 5:18 to 1 a.m. tonight. Nice ball there. Good opportunity there, but the defense gets it out, sends it back into the box. Jaguars trying to control it, but it's going to be controlled by the Rams. They try to take it up the far sideline. Annalise McGregor with a touch, freshman. Couple other subs into the game. Gotta get a number on this one. It's a couple subs here. Number 3 into the game, I think. That's Jaden Jackson.
Entering the game for the first time for the Jags. Number 3, Jaden Jackson. Number 18, Rebecca Flick.
And Rebecca Flick, freshman forward. Postma sends it down there. Flick almost gets an opportunity right when she gets it to the game, but is not able to track that one down as Postma sent one all the way across. Got a couple substitutions coming in for the Rams. It's going to be number 13, Tabitha Mouse, and number 14, Kaylin Nave. Substitutions are brought to you by Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, one of our longtime sponsors of Centennial Digital. Flick tries to control the ball on the outside to get it to one of her counterparts and ends up rolling that one out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Rams as they take it up the field. Getting into some open space, but the only person that's there is the Jaguar defense. Jackson with a touch off of her thighs and moves that one around. Running that one down, and it's going to be out of bounds. A throw-in very, very deep in the Jaguar offensive set.
For the Jags. Deep in the attacking third, run by Jackson.
That'll be Boyle throwing it in again. She threw it too far. Holy cow. Threw it over her offensive players there, but Rams are able to get control of that one, sending it down the field. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Jaguars about midfield. Nice little connection of passes for the Rams, but it's knocked down by Boyle and sent up the field. And Jags trying to let that one go out of bounds as it was fought from behind there. We've got another substitution coming back in. It's Emily Conger coming back into the game.
Returning for the Jags, number 20, Emily Conger.
And after halftime, we're going to have Kate Bergen, old Centennial Jaguar graduate, coming up. She is a college soccer player, Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, finishing up her career there. She's a 2023 graduate. Her sister is going to be playing as a sophomore here on the back line. That's her on defense right now in the field. Good defense there. Jackson on the ball. Ball kind of ping-ponging back and forth between both teams here. Nobody's really getting very much control of it, so the Rams say enough of that, and they send the ball all the way back to their goalkeeper. Stottenberg settles that one down, sends it up the field. Doesn't get enough of that ball, and it leads to a turnover and then a foul. Substitution coming in for the Rams. That's number 12, Ryland Schwaller, senior.
Entering for the Rams, number 12,
Annalise
Ryland
McGregor will take a seat. Off the Rams. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars, far side of the field. Nice touch by Jackson, but and they're going to actually call foul on Jackson there. She tried to get a foot on that one to get it into a dangerous spot, but it's called there. Stottenberg's able to free kick it there from her goalkeeper. Nice step up by Gray. Bergen with a header. Jaguars with some good possession here as they work that ball up the field. Rebecca Flick on the far side, sizing up her defenseman. Tries to get around that corner, and she's going to get a corner kick, and she does get a corner kick. So good work out of her, working that sideline, that back line. Is able to pop it off the defender right at the very end, and we'll get a corner kick here. And that's Boyle coming back to take the set piece.
Corner kick to be taken by Boyle.
She'll take this one left-footed. Goalkeeper gets a touch on it, still there, still not able to control it, and Jackson tries to step in and get control of that ball before the goalie could get it, but he's not able to control the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Got a big group of substitutions coming in. Number 2, Zeman's coming back in. 13 coming back in, Pizzetti. Number 1, McGregor's coming back in, and I'm trying to get the other ones here. 14.
Number 15, Avery Gaffney.
Avery Gaffney back in.
Charlotte Flickinger.
And Charlotte Flickinger into the game for the Rams.
Returning for the Jags. Number 2, Piper Zeman. Number 13, Kale Pizzetti.
Foul called on Pizzetti.
Free kick for the Rams.
Looks like the referee wanted to get a chance to chat with her. And he also tells the Rams to push that ball back a little bit to where the foul was called at. They're still, referee and the Pizzetti still talking it over there. I think Coach Allen was trying to get an explanation as well. The leading goal scorer for the Rams is Sophie Pearson. Junior, 3 goals on the season. She's number 21 out there. Playing the midfield there. See her in the midfield. And for the Jags, it's Gabrielle Berger. Number 10's got 7 goals on the season. I don't see her out on the field right now. Oh, number 10. She's been out there. Yeah, she's out there right now. That'll lead to a goal kick for the Jaguars. Madeline Postma coming back into the game.
Returning for the Jags. Number 15, Madeline Postma.
Winding down to 15 minutes left to go here in half number 1. 1-0 lead here for the Jaguars. Piper Zeman with a score at the 6th minute. Trying to play a through ball there. Bergen steps up and puts a stop to it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be off the Rams. It'll be a throw in for the Jaguars. Steal in the midfield for the Rams. Gets them into a good spot here. They're going to try to connect up some passes, see if they can get some pressure on this backline defense and the goalkeeping unit for the Jaguars. Haven't been threatened too much so far in this match. Ooh, nice move on the outside. Gets her freed up by the first line of defense, but second line steps up and sent out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Rams. Foul called on the Rams. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. Jags put it into play very, very quickly. Bergen sends it outside. Pops it off the Ram defender. Will be out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Gray sends it to the far side. Goes out of bounds. Got a couple substitution coming in. Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Brooke Myers steps back onto the field, the senior forward for the Rams. Greg, good touch. Get the touch right back from who she passed it to, and the Rams steal it and start to move up the field. Nice little counterattack going so far. Connects up again with another pass. Got some open space if she can get the pass through there, and she does so. That's going to be number 15 on the ball. She stops it, and the Jaguars are able to step in and take it. That was Avery Gaffney, sophomore. Bizzetti trying to track that one down. Not able to do so, but the Rams send that one out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Out of bounds off the Rams again. Goal kick for the Rams. Ball knocked down by Pizzetti. Poskovic tries to chase that one down, but it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Rams about as deep as you can get into the offensive zone of the Jaguars. Number 11, Haley Wise coming back into the game, as well as Rylan Schwaller.
In for the Rams, number 11, Haley Wise. Number 12, Rylan Schwaller.
Gray heads that. It goes out of bounds. It'll go out the backside of the pitch, so it'll be a goal kick for the Jaguars, or goal kick for the Rams. Number 20 back into the game, Emily Conger for the Jags, and number 5, Grace Myers.
Number 5, Grace Myers. Returning for the Jags, number 20, Emily Conger.
McKenna Stratton back into the game as well for the Rams, number 20. And the Rams send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars.
Throw in for the Jags, even the attacking third.
Shot from distance there by the Jaguars. Goes harmlessly to the right side of the goal.
Possession to the Rams.
Shot there by the Jaguars. Bounces around a couple different places, but Centennial can't get a control of it enough to get a shot on goal, so it bounces out the backside of the pitch, and it'll be a goal kick again for the Rams. Number 16, Mario Leto, back into the game.
In for the Rams, number 16, Mario Leto.
Sent it in from the far side, but the goalkeeper, Stottenberg, is there to catch that one and put it back into play.
Ball by Postma. Handling goal by Stoutenberg. Headed by Postma. Handled by Stoutenberg.
Stottenberg puts the ball back into play. Nice little run out there for the Rams. They keep it in bounds. It's going to be number 8, Brooke Myers keeps that one in play. Gray steps up, steals the ball, and then stolen right back by the Rams. Gray going to take the throw in. Oh, nice pass up the sidelines. Postman, I think, tried one move too many and lost control of the ball there, and then had to pop it back out to the backline defense of the Jaguars. Nice little set of moves to try to get freed up on the far side, but ends up losing control of it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Rams. Out of bounds once again on the Jaguars. Postma on a breakaway, sends it all the way across, and almost an own goal there, but goes out of bounds. It's going to be the 4th corner kick of the match for the Jaguars. Once again, corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush at iowarush.com. Will comes back up to take the set piece. A lot of pressure coming to the far post. Got 4 girls out there ready to attack. I mean, nobody really gets a very good touch on that ball at all. It doesn't look like anybody gets a touch on that ball. If anything, it was a Jaguar, so it'll be a Rams goal kick. Number 23 coming back in for the Rams. That's Charlotte Flickinger. Jaguars control it off the goal kick. Sent to the outside. Postma. Tries to wrap one around the defender, and a little bit too soft of an angle there. Goes right to the goalkeeper. But the Jags get it right back. Right back to pressuring. Conger rolls that one, walks that one out of bounds. It'll be a touch off of the Rams. It'll be the 5th corner kick of the match for the Jaguars. Wholesale substitutions here for the Jaguars. That's going to be number 6, number 24, number 9. Number 6 is Den Hartog. Got number Addison Dullard. And number 24, Kalen Jackson, back into the game. That's Boyle down there to take the corner kick. Corner kick once again brought to you by Iowa Rush, iowarush.com. The 5th corner kick of the match for the Jaguars. Nice header there on the far post, but the goalkeeper was ready for it this time. Stottenberg with the easy save. Header by number 12, Emery Becker. Gray with some nice defense, but the Rams are able to keep it in bounds. And then they send the Jaguars send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Rams.
Final minutes of the first half.
1 minute left to go here in half number 1. 1-0 lead off of a goal off of Piper Zeman on the 6th minute. So we've gone almost 35 minutes with no scores here in the first half. As both the Jaguar and the Rams try to put together one little push here before the half. And just not enough foot speed to be able to get that one tracked down. It'll be a goal kick for the Jaguars. It's Riley Litchfield taking this kick. Takes that ball short. 14 seconds left to go here in half number 1.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll be the half between Jaguars and the Rams, with the Jaguars up on a 1-0 score from Piper Zeman. We'll have the Roof Iowa CIML scoreboard here in a few minutes here once we get back. And we'll also be welcoming Kate Bergen after the half comes over, a 2023 graduate from Centennial. See what is happening on her soccer journey right now. But first, we'll have a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
We're back. Just about a minute left to go here in the halftime. A 1-0 lead for the Jaguars over the Rams on a score for Piper Zeman at the 6th minute of the first half. Roof Iowa, one of our sponsors here, sponsors the CIML scoreboard, but things are kind of wonky tonight because of the weather impending that's coming in. But want to at least come up with some of the matchups that are out there. North Polk, 6th-ranked teams at Bondurant Farrar tonight. Most of the games have been moved up. It looks like that one's still on for the normal time at 7 o'clock. Waukee Northwest, the number 1 team, 7-0-3, is at Dowling Catholic. That game started at 5:30, but no score update on that one. Take a look through what else we got here. Ankeny is at Urbandale tonight, the number 6th-ranked team with the Hawkettes at 7-4-1. That game started at 5 o'clock as well, so we may end up getting some scores from that one. I think we had one other one. It looks like that's about it, but want to thank Roof Iowa, your Central Iowa roofing specialist. They do cover all of Ankeny and all of Des Moines as well, as we see the teams coming back out. The Jaguars look to be in a pretty excited mood as they are winning 1-0. Thought they had a couple more opportunities. They probably could have put in another goal or two, but I'm sure that Coach Allen will be looking for those other opportunities to widen up the score a little bit to get some comfortability as both these teams start to head into their postseason kind of stretch of the schedule here. The Jags are going to be ending the season with Waukee Northwest, which is going to be a huge matchup on the 19th. That match is going to be at 7:30. It's going to be a home match. They play Cedar Falls 3 days after that, and that is going to be their first-round matchup, presumably, if they win their first-round matchup as well. And then they'll finish up the season with Waterloo West or Cedar Falls. Okay, it's Waterloo West or Cedar Falls. That's going to be the first round. They've already got that on the schedule. So Cedar Falls should be the winner of that one, but it is postseason soccer, so really anything can happen. We've been joined up in the booth here by Kate Bergen. She's a 2023 graduate from the Jaguars, played goalkeeper here. I think you played all 4 years. Did you start all 4 years?
Freshman year was canceled due to COVID.
Okay, that's right.
Then Allie Jumper played most of sophomore year, but
Gotcha.
I took the last 2 years.
Gotcha. And I know we've had Allie up here doing some some commentating, helping out with some commentating as well. I think for probably a couple of your matches, maybe in your senior year. I think she kind of got excited on one of your saves on one of the matches. Came to a shootout. But Kate joined us tonight. Well, first thing first, how's it feel to be back at some of the, kind of the familiar surroundings of soccer here and back in Ankeny? How's it feel to be back?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've had a great time. Obviously, my little sister's on the team now, Hadley Bergen. She's been playing center back this year. It's been really fun to see her mature and grow as a player. It's been really great to see some of the girls tonight that are seniors celebrating senior night tonight. They were all freshmen on the team when I was a senior, so it's been really fun to watch them grow. It was great to see Piper score a goal tonight. Always love that on senior night. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch them play the past few games that I've been able to be at. I think they're having a really strong season so far, and I think they could potentially have a really good run in state this year.
Absolutely, absolutely. So are you back for the summer then?
I am back home just for a few weeks, and then I'll be headed out to Philadelphia at the end of May for an internship doing vaccine manufacturing with Merck.
Very good. So that kind of like segues into like our kind of some of the other things we want to talk to you. Tell us a little bit about what's happened after high school, and you're at Carnegie Mellon, and that's in Pittsburgh, correct?
Yes, it's in Pittsburgh. So yeah, I've been at Carnegie Mellon. I'm studying biomedical and chemical engineering at CIML, which has been a lot of fun. It's a great school. I've been getting a great education. I've been playing on the women's soccer team. As Austin mentioned, I'm a goalkeeper. And yeah, we've made it to the second round of the NCAA tournament every year so far. So we're hoping to make a further push my final senior year. But I have really great teammates, and it's been a lot of fun to continue playing soccer at the collegiate level.
Very good. Let's just get a little wrap up here. Not a wrap up with Kate here, but just get us started here for the second half. We flip-flop sides. So the Jaguars will be going from left to right. They'll be in the all blacks like they were in the first half, and the Rams will be going from right to left, and they're all whites. Once again, we got that 1-0 lead for the Jaguars off that Piper Zeman score in the early part of the game, as the Jaguars got it pretty deep into their offensive zone already here in the first half or the second half, and that one goes out of bounds. So tell us a little bit about Carnegie Mellon. It's an urban school. You're right in the middle of Pittsburgh, correct?
Yeah. So we are about 5 minutes down the road for University of Pittsburgh's campus. So it's a pretty busy area around where we are, and then the actual downtown Pittsburgh is about a 10-minute drive away from where I am. So it's kind of nice we have our own secluded campus, but super easy to get to busy urban life, which I find a nice separation to kind of get out of the campus feel and have an escape from school a little bit.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is a nice little town. It's it's not huge, but it's not like it's in New York City or anything, but it's got some really unique, quirky things about it, with all the mountains being right in town, the rivers being a very prominent piece of the town. Obviously, Three River Stadium, as we have a set piece there from Boyle. I think Boyle, you played with Boyle as well, right? When she was a freshman?
Yep.
I tell you what a weapon. I mean, her throw-ins and her set pieces are just like, it's a problem every time that she's out there for the defense when she's throwing that ball in.
Yeah, she's a very vital player, being able to help the Jags capitalize on the front half of the third when they have throw-ins, and also is obviously a key defender as a 4-year starter center back for the Jags.
Because there's not very many people that can do what she does, right? Just throwing that ball. I mean, she could throw, like, her throw-ins can get into a dangerous spot almost every time.
Yeah, it's almost like having a corner kick when we have a throw-in on that top third.
Super unique. I mean, even at the collegiate level, there's not a lot of girls that have that big of a weapon like that. So
no, I think I've had one other teammate that I've played with that can throw as far as she can, but that's it. So it's pretty impressive what she can do.
Yeah, it's crazy that she's. It seems like she's been here forever doing that. Because as soon as I saw her do it tonight, I'd kind of forgotten about how big of a weapon it was. But the very first one, I was like, "Holy cow!" I was like, "That's scary how far she could throw that ball in each and every time." So,
totally.
Let's see what the Southeast Polk can string together some possession. It was pretty much all Jaguars in the first half, as Maddie Postma on the ball right now, tries to beat that first defender and sending one in from distance. And is that going to get in? I think it did not get in. He did call it in as a goal. from Maddie Postma from distance.
What a great shot by Maddie Postma. Fun celebration out there.
And I thought Stoutenberg thought she had it, and as it kind of like hung up in the air a little bit, she kind of popped it up, and it just slid in behind her. The freshman goalie just kind of let up a little bit on that one and ends up giving up the score here. And I don't know whether the center refs thought he was coming over to the sidelines of the Jaguars for some reason. But Maddie Postma with goals number 2, and that was at the 3-minute mark of the second half as they take a 2-0 lead here early in half number 2. Yeah, as a goalkeeper with that, I mean, a wind is a factor, right? I mean, you have to be aware, and it's blowing it's kind of like sputtering tonight, but it is, when it blows pretty hard. Now, how do you take that into consideration when you're playing goalkeeper?
Yeah, it's definitely a tough thing, especially for me. I've always been a shorter goalkeeper, so it's an area that I've struggled with the most, but what I've learned to do is try to just stay deeper on my line, and what one of my goalkeeper coaches has always told me for higher balls is evaluate attack late. So that's the strategy I kind of try to keep in mind, is really just read where the ball is before you step forward to try to get it, because that's when you're going to get stuck. It's better to stay back and then be able to read it and make your decision based off of that.
And I think Stoutenberg played it pretty well. She was right. She was deep on her line, and she did jump right at the very end, but just kind of mishandled it on that touch. Maybe some of the freshman jitters, maybe, of being out there and having to play a decisive ball like that. But Postma felt pretty confident taking it from that distance as she draws a corner kick right away here as she touches the ball. Pretty much the second time she touches the ball, and we'll have Piper Zeman taking this. Looks like set piece. Yeah, Boyle kind of meandered her way over there, and then Zeman must have waved her off, and now she's going to be a weapon here in the box as well. So we'll see what Zeman can do here to put the ball into a dangerous spot. Now, Kate, we see on set pieces here with the goalkeeper, we see her like talking to her, communicating with her defenders. What kind of things are you trying to communicate to your defensive line when you have a corner kick coming at you?
Yeah, so when corner kicks coming at me, obviously the goalkeeper is the lead communicator when it comes to corner kicks. You're making sure that all of the key players are marked up. You're making sure that if you have some sort of zone, your girls are in the right spot. You have your players on the post where they want to be, and then you're really watching in case they decide to play a short ball and play quick, so that you can send girls out to cover and not get caught off guard.
Yeah, so you're kind of a director out there in a way, right, of that defense. So you definitely have to be vocal and communicative, as a goalkeeper, right?
Totally. I would say it's the most important part of being a goalkeeper. If you can't communicate with your teammates, you're not going to be able to prevent a lot of things that come at you. But if you can tell your defenders to be in the right spots, you might not even get the ball to come to you, which is honestly the overall goal as a goalkeeper. So communication is key when you're pressing, and corner kicks obviously, and just in general.
I think that, like, knowing you as a youngster, I've been around you for a lot of years, Kate. I think I almost have to be bossy, right? In a way.
You do. Yeah. A lot of people who know me outside of the soccer pitch know that I'm not the most talkative person, but on the field you have to be directive. You have to get your teammates respect so they listen to you in those moments where they need to know exactly where they need to be. You have to be cut and clear with what you say.
Yeah, because that was kind of where I was leading to, is that, that wouldn't have been it. We've got Piper Zeman on a runaway here and see if she can get a shot on goal, but the goalkeeper comes out, it gets in really good position, but the ball stays at play as Zeman settles it down, looks to do a cross, makes a move, but the Rams defense does a nice job of stopping that threat. But still a throw in here for the Jaguars. We'll come back to that in just a second here, Kate, because I want to make sure we get that point across there as well here. We'll see what the Jags can do if they can get another shot on goal. Opportunity for a move here, trying to beat that defender, trying to angle for a corner kick, but it's going to be a goal kick. So yeah, I was going to say when you first started out being a goalkeeper, I think communication probably wasn't one of your biggest, strongest suits. I think you definitely grew into it. I can even tell your communication style today, Kate, is like night and day from back when you were in high school as well.
Totally. Totally. Yeah, it's definitely something that takes work. You have to honestly just practice knowing what to say, knowing what works. The longer you play the game, the longer you know where people are supposed to be, and it's a lot easier to communicate with your teammates and your defenders. But yeah, it's definitely something that takes time, but it's really one of the most important factors that I think sets you apart, especially at the college level, because if you can't communicate at the college level, you will not be successful with your team.
Yeah, absolutely. Stottenberg steps up with a stop there and sends it back into play on a free kick there from the goalkeeper. But it is controlled in the midfield by the Jaguars. Southeast Polk Rams tried to pressure there with McGregor. Both players go down, but the Jaguars get in control of it. Sending it to the outside. Got some room on the outside. Ball settling down. There's feet flying up there. I think she gets called for a high kick there, high foot. A little bit dangerous there. I think that's what she got called for. May have been a handball there too, but it'll be a free kick here for the goalkeeper. Sends it into play. Now, what was the biggest change for you, Kate, going from the high school level to the college level? What, that first year, what was the biggest kind of the change for you?
Yeah, I think in high school soccer, I was very used to being one of the players, I would say, that was a key player. You have been a captain, I was a captain on the team, and so then coming to college where you're now a freshman again, being one of the younger players, that's definitely an adjustment because everyone on your college teams were the captains of the high school teams and some of the best players. So just learning to readjust with a new team dynamic and really just be ready to learn a lot from the seniors and upperclassmen again is probably one of the biggest adjustments. Obviously also the speed of play. The college game is just a little bit quicker. There's a lot more texture on shots as goalkeepers. You have to be ready for more curl and spin on different shots. I would say those are some of the key adjustments when you're adjusting to the collegiate game.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit. What do you mean by texture? You said a couple of things like curve and spin. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So I would say as people get into college, they know how to angle their shots more. They know how to hit the different parts of the soccer ball to make it do different things so that the shots will curl away from the goalkeepers or will just take weird movements in the air to throw goalkeepers off. So you have to get more used to reading those type of shots and being able to react and change your plan on the fly even quicker than goalkeepers already have to do.
Yeah, because in high school you may have to worry about one person on each team, maybe one or two people on each team that could do something like that could do something funky with the ball, or just be maybe the main attackers. But you do get to college, even on your own team, you're probably going to have most of the team that can do that, if not everybody on the team be able to do that, even your lower level players. So right. When you're used to being the best player on your team, or maybe the best goalkeeper in the metro, or however you want to say it, best goalkeeper in the state, you get to college and everybody's good, right? Yeah. They may be the best goalkeeper wherever they're from as well. So I know that doing a little bit of college athletics myself and covering high school sports last couple of years and doing so as we almost get an attack there from Pizzetti, as she has just been a threat pretty much all match. She's just been kind of one of those persistent gnats that have just been in the Rams defense, causing havoc there, as we have an injury here for I think multiple players. The goalkeeper's down for just a second, and that last defender is having some trouble as well. So I think they're trying to decide whether to send somebody out here to take care of her or if she's going to be okay.
Compliments to the Southeast Polk goalkeeper. Those 1v1s are definitely difficult, but she was brave and came out, and that is the risk always on 1v1s, is getting hit hard and perhaps getting injured. So kudos to her for coming out and being brave.
Yeah, and that's the second time she's done that too. She had that breakaway by Zeman there earlier in the match. She came out and stopped that one as well. So she's definitely not faint of heart here, as we try to get subs in, and the referee says no subs and sends them back off.
On the rest whistle. Drop ball possession
I think Coach Allen was saying the clock was stopped. Why can't you let substitutions come in? But sometimes you don't get to make those decisions. As there's a foul there, and they're going to stop the clock again. I think we're going to have a yellow card here for number 8 for the Rams. Brooke Myers is going to have to take a seat for a few minutes. She'll be replaced by Rylan Schwaller. As I don't know what really happened there, but it was just a meeting of bodies there, and the Jaguars get the short end of the stick, and a yellow card sent out there for Myers, as she's going to have to take a seat for a few minutes. That's Boyle on the ball, putting it back into play. So what are you looking forward on your senior year, Kate, to wrap things up?
Yeah, really just getting to finish out my time in college with all of my friends, enjoying my last season of soccer. School has definitely been hard the past couple of years, so I'm hoping that school will be a little lighter during my senior year. That way I can just really enjoy my last bit of time in Pittsburgh and, yeah, just finish off strong.
Now those substitutions did come in. The Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospitals, our substitution sponsor, as we had a 50-50 battle over on the far side. Takes it all the way out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Rams. Now, as these girls prepare for postseason soccer, Kate, what advice would you give these girls as they enter in the postseason? A lot of them have experience. I mean, it's not like the Jags haven't been there, but maybe even on a senior night, what would you tell those seniors as they kind of wind down the last 5 or 6 games of their career?
Yeah, really, honestly, I think the key thing is just to soak it in. High school soccer is the most fun you'll have playing soccer, at least in my experience. It's so fun to play for your school. It's so fun to have a community that's so supportive, and I think it really just feels like the most important soccer that you play. So really, as a senior, just soak it in. It goes by so fast. State is such a fun time to be with your team and fight for the chance to win a state championship. It's really one of the best feelings in the world that week. Win or lose, it's just an experience you won't get again, and so really just try to soak it all up.
Yeah, because you get into college, it's not like it's kind of more like a job, in a way. The season's a long season, right? It's definitely not just the spring. Yeah. And you don't get your whole summer off, but college sports in general, especially at the level that you're doing, Kate, it's just different than what high school sports are. I would definitely agree with that.
It's definitely more like a job in college. I think it's a lot harder to balance schoolwork with the travel. For us at Carnegie Mellon, we go and fly to New York to play NYU. We go to Boston to play Brandeis. We go all the way down to Atlanta to play Emory. So even though we're a D3 school, we have almost a D1 travel schedule. So balancing that with academics is very hard. That it makes it a little bit more difficult to really enjoy soccer itself, which is why high school is really just the most fun time. So really, to the seniors, soak it up and have a great time.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a pure sport, just pure sport at that point.
Yeah.
Not that they're not having to go to school. They definitely have to go to high school and stuff.
Of course.
But it's a little bit different, a little bit of a different situation. Got a couple substitutions coming in. Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Madeline Postma coming back into the match. She was the second goal scorer of the match. I forgot to write her name down, so I'm going to get her down so I don't forget here that she had that second goal. I think that was at the 44th minute of the game. See if she can maybe get another one put in here, if Zeman can get another touch here. I think the Jaguars have done a good job of possession all the way through the game. They've worked together and connected on those passes and gotten pretty deep in. Once again, they get in pretty deep here. What kind of things have you been seeing from the game so far, Kate, just in what your kind of observations are about this team?
Yeah, I've been able to watch 4 or 5 games here now. I think that the Jaguars are able to connect passes really well. I think they're able to get into the final third really well. They really just seem like they have a great connection as a team. I would say that the things that I've seen that maybe they need to work on a little bit is really, once they get into the final third, is being able to lean over their shots and really just find their ball in the back of the net. It doesn't have to be a super powerful shot. You just have to place it on frame. I'd say that's one of the keys for the Jaguars, and really working on their communication with their press, just to try to avoid any counterattacks and things like that.
Yeah, possession's been they've had a pretty good possession all game. I think it's probably been 75-25 here pretty much for the whole match. And really, the goalkeeper, Litchfield, really hasn't even been tested on the Jaguar side hardly at all. She hasn't even hardly even touched the ball. They haven't had to even really roll it back to her to get a reset on the defense at all either.
No, she's had a couple big saves in a couple of the other games that I've been able to watch. She's been a great goalkeeper the past 3 years or so, so I'm excited to see how she continues with her career as well. But
Jaguars have always had a really good defense for years and years. I mean, I think that's been one of the hallmarks for Jaguar soccer. As Coach Allen has, I don't know if he really preaches backline defense, but it always seems like he's got a solid backline no matter where he's at, and has always had a good goalkeeper. So I think they're just kind of keeping up their tradition of what the Jags have done for quite a while. We're going to have a set piece here for Boyle in a pretty dangerous spot here. Just about the 12-yard line for the football field, so probably about 25 yards out here as Boyle steps up. She's going to put it on frame. She's going to try to. Just gets a little bit too much of it as she kind of raises her head up in frustration. There got a little bit too much of the ball there and sent it out of bounds. That's a tough one to kind of figure out with the wind kind of swirling around tonight.
That's definitely one of those angles where it could either be a shot or it could either be a cross in, so it's always kind of hard to make that determination in the moment as well.
Yeah, I think she kind of put it like right in between. She kind of put it right at that back post, and the ball really didn't know where it wanted to go either. It kind of just kept on floating, went out of danger there for the Jaguars. I'm sure the Rams are glad to see that one go out of bounds, and they try to work it up the field. We got throwing for the Jaguars on the far side. See what's going on here. We got a Rams throwing on the far side. I think you were going to say something about Boyle's throw-ins again.
Yeah, she just had another one there. Like we mentioned, obviously her throw-ins are always critical. That one was a little bit of a shorter one, but possession is just as important sometimes.
Jags rolling around the backside of their defense. Bellinger sends that one up the side. Got Flick running it up the sideline here. Freshman playing some offense here. Andy just let me know that she had just ran last night for state track, and she qualified in several events. She's one of the strongest 800 runners in the state right now, so we'll wish her luck on the next step for her track career as well. As the spring sports, we do have sometimes in every soccer season there's usually one or two girls that do soccer and track, which I can't even imagine the stress on the bodies, but teach their own, I guess, right?
Yeah, I ran track only during 8th grade, and that was it for me. Time to just focus on soccer, but the girls that can do it, they're truly impressive.
Yeah, it is definitely impressive.
Becky Flick has done really well in the few games that I've seen. She's going to be a great addition to this Jaguar lineup over the next couple of years.
Yeah, get some good experience this year. I think there's several freshmen that have been playing. So Becky's been playing, Berger's been playing. I think Berger's one of our leading goal scorers right now as a freshman with 7 goals on the year. Trying to see who else have been in there. But I know both of those gals have been getting, I think Dullard made it into the first half lineup as well, number 9. don't know if she's out there right now, as I have missed some of the Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitutions as we've gone on. We'll have another substitution, number 22 in for the Jaguars. And then 15 and 8, that's going to be Myers back into the game. She had received that yellow card earlier in the game. And number 15, that's Avery Gaffney back into the game. So your sister playing some center defense. You've been critical of her play, or have you been giving her kudos or giving her pointers, or what kind of advice you've been giving your sister?
Yeah, honestly, I've been giving her a lot of kudos. I wish that I would have gotten at least 1 year to play with her. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I'd get to boss her around quite a bit as a goalkeeper. But honestly, she's a really smart player. Obviously, she grew up watching a lot of soccer, which I think has really helped her game. She's a really tactical player. She makes really good passes, really great decisions. She knows when to step, when to get in the hard tackles, and honestly, I'm really proud of her.
Very cool. I just your parents said something about her being out on the field just in passing when I walked in with you tonight, Kate, and I kind of didn't even put two and two together, and then I was like, she does have a sister, and I was like, there's no way she could be a high schooler though, and absolutely is a sophomore. So
yeah, she's 5 years younger than me. So yeah, when you probably knew her when me and Zoe played together, she was probably really little, but I think that's why she's such a great player today, was because she was out watching soccer when she was young, and obviously she's a super hard worker too, so it's been great to see her out there.
Look forward to getting right in the middle of the scrum there. She gets sandwiched between a defender and the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper goes down, and Hadley jumps up and gets a talking to from the center ref here. I don't think there was anything malicious about that at all. No. She was just going for the ball and just happened to be in the middle of two different people there. Yeah. I almost think she might have gotten knocked into the goalkeeper by the own defender.
Yeah, those goalkeeper collisions happen. Everyone's just going for the ball. I don't think there was any malicious intent on either side. It's just kind of part of the game.
Yep. As the backup goalkeeper is getting her gloves on just in case here, number 64 is Katie Archibald, a junior for the Rams. We'll see if Stoutenberg's okay to keep playing. Like she may have gotten a rib shot there. She's holding her left rib area. Looks like she's going to go ahead and stay in the game. Archibald takes her gloves right back off just in case. You never know, right? You got to be prepared.
You do. You always have to be ready. It's a hard thing to jump in from the sideline as a goalkeeper too without much of a proper warm-up.
I can't even imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
Last time you probably touched the ball was at the beginning of the game, and you get thrown into a game like this where there's going to be shots coming from a lot of different places.
Yeah. It's hard to get that hand-eye coordination going right away, or even just some of the passes and footwork. But you always got to be prepared since you're the last line of defense.
Yeah. Annalise McGregor back into the game for the Rams, and number 10 as well, Ella Cochran, senior. Thought Litchfield was going to be able to touch the ball here in the second half, and she's only going to be able to kick it in here. She's going to have to milk her possession here. She takes it short, doesn't even get to kick it long. Gets it to Bergen. Bergen connects up with Flick. Rams trying to get something together. They're going to get a shot out of this, but the defense, they're going to call a goal. Okay, they're going to call a goal, a penalty in the box. It's going to be a penalty shot for the Rams. It was a little dicey there, but Boyle goes back, and she's going to give Litchfield a little bit of a pep talk as number 21 is going to step up for the Rams. That's Sophie Pearson. She's the leading goal scorer for the Rams with 3 goals on the year. So, Kate, what's going through Riley's mind right now in a situation like this? You're obviously up 2-0, but still an important piece of the game here.
Yeah, PKs, I think that's where you can get some of the biggest amount of nerves from goalkeepers, but for me, I try my best to stay composed. I take deep breaths, and what you really want to do here as she makes that approach is watch the angle of the hips as she approaches and just try to read the player the best you can to make the best decision. And you want to just pick a side and commit to it, because if you read it, it's usually too late. Unfortunately, Litchfield couldn't make the save, but PKs are one of the toughest situations you can be put in as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think the thing that you're looking for as a coach and as a fan is the goalkeeper decisive. You know, and she definitely went hard the direction she went. She guessed wrong. It's a 50-50.
Yep.
It's a 50-50 shot on whether you're going to be right, and you can be the hero or you could be the GOAT, just depending on a choice that you make. But Litchfield definitely got some action here, so we'll see if the Rams can put together some possession again and see if they can get back into this game, as they whittled this lead back down to 1 off of the goal from Sophie Pearson off the penalty in the box. So goal for the Rams, and that goal was at about the 20, that would have been the 66th minute. Yeah, 66th minute, as we've got about 14 minutes left to go on this tilt. And penalty called on the Rams, and it'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. They take it short. Now you see on some of these set pieces, Kate, you know, when they step up, depending on where it's out on the field, how do they decide whether they're going to kick it long and, you know, down the field or kick it short? Or what's contributing to that decision by whoever's taking that free kick?
Yeah, really, it kind of depends on what your personnel is. It depends on what other kind of players you have out there. If you have some really strong players that can attack in the air, it's sometimes better to play across, but if you are one of those people that can put some texture on a ball and have a nice shot into goal, if you're inside the 30-yard line, it can be a good decision to shoot sometimes, see if that keeper can get caught off guard. But yeah, it kind of just depends on all the people around you and what different players can do.
Yeah, so a lot of decisions and a lot of goes into the, sometimes it looks like just somebody stepping up and taking, going to be called for offside, which I don't know about that. First off, the AR was in a horrible position to be able to call that in the first place, because he was further down the field, stepped up and made the call where he was at. If he would have been offsides where he was at, he should have stayed exactly where he was at and raised the flag. And anytime we have somebody moving back up here, not to be critical of the AR there, but bad positioning, and I don't know if she was offside to begin with. So
yeah, it did not look like an offsides to me, but obviously the refs have to stick with their calls once they make it.
There'll be a handball there for the Jaguars as Boyle tries to step up and inadvertently goes off the hand. And I think Coach Allen has given a talking to that AR as well, because just flat out was out of position to begin with. Typically, in most situations, that AR is usually poised on that last line of defense before the goalkeeper, and that's why if you're there and ready to go, it's an easy call. You just raise that flag if somebody goes past him outside that kicks. Okay, so we got a wall set up here for Litchfield, right? She's got 3 people in the wall. Yeah. She's directing the wall. Tell us maybe some of the other things that's going on here.
Yeah, so I would say three people is a great number to have in this wall, because there's a good chance that it could be a shot, but you're far enough away that the wall, adding a 4th player to that wall probably doesn't add a ton. You'd rather have more girls marked up, but Riley communicated well. You want to get on your front post and make sure that the end person is covering right where the front post is, so you can worry about the back half of the goal.
Got it. So the wall's really there to take away part of the goal, right?
Yeah.
So then she has to worry about less of the goal, because it from the viewing public, at home, you look at that goalkeeper, it doesn't look that big. But when you're down there, like your size, and with Riley's not a tall goalkeeper either here, that's a lot of space to cover, right?
Yeah.
And so anything that you could diminish, that space is positive for you as a goalkeeper, right?
Totally. And you just trust your teammates. At least for any low shots that could slide in quick, that wall will block that on your front post, so you can just read anything over them in the air and watch the back post if the forwards try to curl it around you.
And it looked like she did have a little bit of a curve. It kind of curved over to the right there when she did strike it. So I don't know if she meant to do that or was just part of the wind-up there. But if they would have had somebody attacking that back post, it may have been something good happening for the Rams, as counterattack brewing here for the Jaguars as they're trying to connect up to some passes and get this ball down the field. Nice ball out. No call on offsides there. We're going to get a shot, and just a little bit too hard of an angle as Postma throws herself on the ground in frustration there. Thought she had a better opportunity. Goalkeeper takes it quick here.
I thought that run there was maybe a more reasonable offsides than the previous call, but we didn't get a call there, so Jaguars maybe got lucky there in that chance of an attack.
Honestly, could have been a little bit of a makeup call.
Yeah, yeah.
Said I messed up on the first one, and we're gonna maybe not call this one, but both of them were pretty close. But
Yep.
I think you're exactly right. That one is much more of a offsides than the first one was, if you ask me. Now, a question I have for you, Kate, too, is at the high school level, how well do you guys know each other on these teams? Like, playing the Rams, or, playing a Waukee, or playing, obviously, all the Ankeny gals pretty well because you guys have come up playing together. But on these other teams, how well do you guys know each other?
Yeah, there's always a couple players on every team that people know. It's always weird playing some of your club teammates, knowing what style of play all your club teammates play, especially playing teams like Ankeny on the south side. Almost every girl on that team and have probably played with them or against them before. So especially over your 4 years, you definitely start to develop some kind of relationships with some of the other players on other teams, how they're going to play. Even if you've never played with them, you start to know some of the good players, you know what to look for, know how to defend against them. So you definitely have an advantage the more time you spend in the program.
Absolutely, yeah. Good call out. Now, does that change at the college level, or is that just replaced by film?
Yeah, I would say there's definitely more film at the college level, so it's replaced by some of that. You probably run into different college teams a little bit less frequently.
Shot on goal here. Almost had another shot on goal and almost a attack on the backside there. Sorry to interrupt you there, Kate.
No worries.
See if Jaguars can get something brewing. They got a shot from distance there, and a header, and then a follow-up, and she puts it in. Was that Zeman again?
I think that was Kale Pizzetti, another freshman.
Yep, Pizzetti, yep.
A great follow-through, deflected off the keeper, way to stay with it, and follow on the rebound.
I don't know what that goal celebration was there, but she did a little dance there. She makes her way back to midfield. It comes over and gets some congratulations from her bench. That was Kaylee Pizzetti, the freshman. Gets a little fist bump from Coach Allen as well, and gets back out on the field. I think that takes a little bit of pressure off the Jaguars, because it had been a little touch and go with the only a 1-goal differential on the game so far, but that puts them back up by 2. As some pressure back once again here by the Rams. They're going to keep this one in bounds, and a big contact there between Boyle and the offensive player for the Rams. Boyle gets up a little gingerly. It'll be a throw-in for the Rams. Just went under 8 minutes left to go here in a game. A 3-1 lead for the Jaguars. Litchfield going to get some action here. She's going to take that one short, put it right on Bergen's foot. Try to make some moves there for the Ram offensive player, and probably made one too many moves and gives up possession, gets it back, and then back to the Jaguars. And they'll send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Rams. McGregor here on the near side. And she drops the ball off to number 11, Haley Wise. It's a pretty strong throw-in from Haley. Yeah, that Ankeny, or the Centennial goal there that they just scored, it was a lot of girls just keeping at it there, because initially the first save was kind of made and kind of got out of danger, but they kept on kind of waves of pressure, ended up in the score there.
Yeah, and that can really be the difference maker, especially in big state games where both teams have really high-quality players, high-quality keepers, but if one of those balls comes loose, if you have your players running through, you have a lot better chance of poking one in, and you only need one goal to necessarily win a game, so it could be the big difference maker.
I think you kind of called it out earlier too, Kate, is that sometimes it's not about the most powerful shot, right? Because that shot that scored the goal wasn't the most powerful shot. It was just a matter of her being there at the right time and just be able to chip it in there and get the goal.
Yeah.
So, you think sometimes these girls are, just wind up to try to take these big shots, but it's sometimes the softer ones that are actually the most difficult for a goalkeeper to play with.
Yeah, I would say some of the best players are the ones that know when to just pass it into the side of the net. As a goalkeeper, I get frustrated with some of my forwards and field players in practice, even when they're coming at me, because I know what it takes to score on a goalkeeper, and there's situations where they try to come full force when really if they just pass it in the side of the net, they'd have a much easier time finding the back of the net.
And I think we even see like pro players, EPL players, MLS players. I before I really kind of understood soccer and watching them on TV, you just see these like crazy shots come from 10 yards out, but they miss the goal by 30 yards. It goes up into the stands, and I was always like, that's just crazy. But it is I think players in general want to just strike that ball super hard to begin with, and then sometimes your technique just falls away when you do things like that.
Totally. I think some of them get nervous when they get put in front of the goal. They don't want to mess up, so they just try to hit it with power when really if you can stay composed, take a deep breath, and just do what you know, tap it in, you'll be able to find the back of the net.
Another opportunity here for Litchfield to put the ball into play. They are kind of going into the wind for this half, so like we're kind of opposite for the first half. They'll be taking a lot of these balls shorter rather than doing the traditional long punt. It's going to be hard to get that anywhere with any accuracy throwing it into this wind like this. That led to a throw-in for the Jaguars. Poskovic did a nice job of drawing a bunch of defenders to her and was able to kind of get it through there as Bergen playing some defense on the ball, guides that one out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover by the Rams. I was a little nervous there because those bodies all kind of collided right at the edge of the box again. It was kind of the same spot that we had that penalty kick called earlier in the match. I was afraid they might call another one there as a couple of the players went down from both sides. Zeman trying to track that one down. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Just over 3 minutes left to go. 3-1 lead here for the Jaguars. Scores for Zeman, Pizzetti, and Postuma. Pizzetti was here in the second half, and referee blew a whistle there. I don't know what he was doing there. He's just calling the ball into play. I think Boyle thought he was calling something else there. Was a little bit nervous. They may have made a mistake there.
Yeah. Ooh. Zeman goes down hard. Yeah.
Little hip toss there right at the very end sent Zeman flying. Must be Stoutenberg putting the ball back into play. Stoutenberg's kind of been batted around back there, but freshman goalkeeper's going to learn a lot for playing goalkeeper all year this year and getting exposed to be players and teams like the Jaguars. It's going to be helpful for her in the future.
Totally, and like I said earlier, I think she's had a great game so far. She's made a couple crucial saves for the Rams. As a freshman, she has a lot to learn, but seems like she's already doing pretty well, and I think she'll be a good player for the Rams over the next few years.
Yeah, could easily be 5-1 right now. Very easily could be 5-1, if not even more goals. She stepped up on a couple of those one-on-ones and made some saves. That's Pizzetti trying to get another shot on goal. Stoutenberg gets a one touch on that, goes down again. And we'll stop the clock here with a minute 34 left on the clock.
It was a great touch by her. I missed what happened that caused her to go
I think when
down.
she came down, there was somebody coming in trying to head the ball on the far side there, and as she touched that ball and came down, she came down on the gal who had kind of moved into that spot. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick here. It's like one of her own players kind of tending to her. I think they're going to bring, they're going to go ahead and bring the trainer out onto the field. They gave her an opportunity to see if she could get up on her own power, but looks like she's getting some water now, so maybe she's kind of recovered a little bit. Just giving her a second.
Archibald is getting warmed up for this last minute. That's such a tough spot for a goalkeeper, but looks like she's getting ready to go.
We'll tell you what, we'll take a quick break here, hit a couple commercials, hit a couple sponsors. We'll be back in just a moment here. We'll be right back.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Caraway.
Looks like Stottenberg just got back up here. Our fearless leader Andy's trying to get my attention here. What do you need, Andy? Okay, gotcha. Andy just wanted to call out too that senior night is tonight, so we're going to take a break right after the end of the game, and then we'll cover senior night and get to celebrate those seniors. As I think there's quite a few of them as I was walking in tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like 13 seniors that they're going to be honoring tonight for the senior night tonight. Stottenberg is going to take a seat, and Katie Archibald's going to step in. The junior goalkeeper is going to play this little bit, last little bit of the game, last minute 30. It'll be a corner kick. The corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush at iowarush.com. Well, we got a second. I want to thank Kate for coming in tonight, and I just went down and grabbed her right before the game and asked her if she wanted to come up and maybe be a part of the broadcast tonight. We really appreciate her being able to come up and share some of her experiences and kind of relive some maybe high school memories being out here on the pitch as well.
Yeah, totally. It's been fun to be up here tonight, and thank you so much. This has been a great time.
Yeah, appreciate it, Kate. Like you said, my daughter Zoe played with her, both club and I guess only in club because I played for different schools for high school. But seems like I've been a part of your soccer journey for quite a few years. So I appreciate getting a chance to see you here tonight and be a part of the broadcast. Last little ditch effort here for the Jaguars as they try to push up here. Just under a minute left to go here. We'll wish you well in your senior year at Carnegie Mellon. You said your what was your major again?
Biomedical and chemical engineering.
I can't even imagine what kind of classes you're taking right now, Kate. Kudos to you, and hopefully the senior year goes well for you as that throw-in goes awry and goes out the back. It'll be a goal kick for Archibald here. She's going to go ahead and drop it off to one of her defensive line mates. Put a ball back into play. 15 seconds left to go. 3-1 win here as Boyle takes out one of her defenders there, and they're going to stop the clock. Is he going to give her a card? He is going to give her a card here with 10 seconds left to go. Was a little bit of a hard tackle. She probably wishes she probably had that one back here. But looks like the defender, the offensive player is all right there as well. But goals tonight from Postma. Zima started the game out with this on the 6th minute with the Zima with the score. Postma had one at the 44th minute, and then we added one in from Pizzetti. And that'll be the end of the game. It'll be another win for the Jaguars. They'll raise their season record 12-1-1, and they'll set up the last 4 or 5 games. They'll have a big matchup next week against Waukee Northwest, 7:30 and 5:19. So everybody's going to be excited for that one. That one's going to be on, what is that going to be, 16, 17, 18, on Tuesday of next week. It's going to be a big one as number 1 and number 2 play against each other. I think Waukee Northwest is number 1, aren't they?
I believe so.
I believe so. Okay. But Kate, once again, thanks for coming up into the booth with us tonight, and that'll be it. We're going to see a few words from our sponsors, and then we'll come back for the senior night festivities. And once again, thanks for coming up, Kate. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, and good luck to the Jaguars for the rest of the season.
All right, we'll throw it over to Josie to get a couple commercials, and we'll be back with senior night in a few minutes. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Soccer fans, please direct your attention trackside as we celebrate senior nights for Ankeny Centennial High School. We would like to take this time to acknowledge and celebrate the immense community impact these seniors and their families have made with their years of commitment. Jaguars, please welcome our seniors. QK, Adevoro. Parents, Clarice Mensa and Joe Adevor. QK's future plans are to attend Iowa State to major in biomedical engineering. Emily Becker. Parents, Jason and Melissa Becker. Emery's future plans are to attend St. Olaf College to major in kinesiology and pre-occupational therapy and play soccer. Samantha Birch. Parents, David Birch and Griselda Estrada. Samantha's future plans are to attend DMAC as a business transfer major, then Iowa State to major in management information systems. Evie Boyle. Parents, Tanya and Nick Boyle. Evie's future plans are to attend Southwest Minnesota State University to study culinology and play soccer. Lorraine Lord. Parents, Sadie Lord and Danny Butts. Lorraine's future plans are to attend BMAC for 2 years to study early education and then transferring to UNI to become a teacher. Elena Bayunda. Parent Bayunda Asindra. Elena's future plans are to attend Morningside University to earn a BSN and become a registered nurse with the goal of working in labor and delivery. Emily Conger. Parents Jamie and Richard Conger. Future plans are to attend Iowa State University to major in biomedical engineering. Kenzie Jackson. Parents Mary and Patrick Jackson. Kenzie's future plans are to attend the University of Northern Iowa to major in nursing. Celeste Reeder. Parent Bonnie Reeder. Celeste's future plans are to attend Iowa State University to major in architectural design. Evelyn Stevens. Parents Lacey Van Wy and Justin Stevens. Evelyn's future plans are continuing education at DMAC. Piper Zeman. Parents Jessica and James Zeman. Piper's future plans are to attend the University of Iowa to major in biochemistry. Sophia Petishov. Parents Victoria and Sergey Petishov. Sophia's future plans are to go to DMAC and become a dental hygienist. And Allison Portillo. Parents Susanna Serrano and Abraham Portillo. Allison's future plans are to attend the University of Iowa and major in health sciences on the pre-med track. Jack's family, big round of applause for all of our seniors and their families tonight on senior nights. Let them know what they mean to our community.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the car away.